Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. And today we're gonna play some Film Kid. So this deck has become very popular over the past month, I would say. And the list that we're playing today is from Isaac Castillo, who I believe came third place in one of the treasure cups that we had in May. Yeah, the list feels really good. Obviously, the idea here is that you're able to just develop a pretty wide board, start chipping at the opponent's life, and eventually be able to finish up because of the kid's ability. So yeah, let's jump ahead to the game and see how it goes. Today's first matchup, and my first time playing this deck, is gonna be against Kaido. So hope you enjoy, and apologies for any misplays. Again, it's my very first deck, my very first game with this deck. So hope you enjoy. In this matchup, we're going up against Kaido. Okay, I like the Nami, right? Opponent chose to go second, so I can play the Nami. I guess the only downside is that if I play the Nami in turn 3, I don't really have a way to actually. I do still like the Nami. I won't have the way to actually use her ability until next turn if I play her here. But I do like the Nami. I guess the other option is we can wait for the Brook so that we can play the Nami with the Brook instead. And maybe just play the Barto. It's possible. It's possible. Let's just attack for 5 here. And they will play this Bartolomeo out and keep the 1 down for the potential Paradise Waterfall. Next turn we have 5 down, so we can actually go Brook into Nami, use the Nami ability on play, and try to find a film card. Potentially look for the Luffy, so that we can actually start setting up more combo. I just want to get some value from this. Opponent gets the Onigashima, so they will be able to start doing their stuff, right? And they'll attack for 6 here. We'll take that. Okay, we have a 2k counter for later on. Alright, so here we go. So here we can play Brook. I guess before we play the Brook, let's go ahead and attack for 5. Just to play around, I guess, anything that the opponent might have. Okay, they're going to just... Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and play the Brook. We're going to play the Nami. We're going to use the card action. And we're going to select the second Nami I like. Oh no, because we can't select the Nami, so it has to be the Usopp. You can tell that I haven't played this deck, and this is the first match that we play with it. So then we pass, and we have a pretty good attack here for next turn that includes us drawing more cards with the Nami, right? So we got more value here. We also have 7 down. I'm down to look for a second Brook before we actually play anything else. I have to be careful that the opponent would just be able to have their... So right now they're at 8. So next turn, they're going to have the 10 cost Kaido, right? Okay, they can just pop my Nami here and my Barto. Good thing is that it means that they won't have the 10 cost Kaido anymore. But it does kill the Nami, which is a problem as well. I think I have to be okay. I think I have to probably counter this unless we get a Luffy. Do I start countering yet? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it just because I do want to look for more stuff. Oh, we get the Luffy anyways. So we're going to get the Luffy here regardless. So let's go ahead and attack here for 5. And that would allow us to summon the Zoro. Opponent's going to be... Okay, so they use 1 counter. Okay, let's go for 5 again. Let's go ahead and play the Luffy, play the Zoro, and my turn. Just have a bunch of units here before the opponent can get to the 10 cost Kaido turn. They could have this. They could have another king to kill the Zoro here. Not this king, the standard deck king, the starter deck king. We can potentially save the Brook by just blocking and having our counters. We're gonna start saving the Dawn for the Punk Gibsons and the Paradise Waterfalls, and just continue, because the lower I get the opponent, the easier it gets to kill them with the kid's ability. So I just need to get them low enough to actually get to that point. So they got the Hannibal. Like next time I have to expect the 10 cost Kaido, right? And they go for the Domino. So they have another Domino, so they're gonna have a blocker, which they can play right here. They have 5 down left, so they have to attack to try to kill this Brook. Like, I'm very hesitant to actually develop anything next turn. Just because I know I have to deal with the Tenko's Kaido potential, right? That's 10. So if I block here, I can go 2 and 2. All right, and if opponent attacks for 7, I just have a 1k counter. Oh, you're gonna go after the kid instead. All right, I'll take it. So here's what I'm talking about, right? Like, I don't even know if I should actually develop this this Luffy. I might just go for 5 here. Just start eating up their counters. We have 2, 1. I'm down to attack with this Luffy. If I'm expecting the opponent to have a Tenko's Kaido next turn, right? I'm down to attack with the Luffy. If we keep the Paradise and the Punk Gibson, I think we should be okay. That's going to be 3 in case that the opponent doesn't play the Tenko's Kaido. So that gives me 6 down to play with here. Opponent has decided to just go ahead and do it here. So that gives me 6. 3, 2. I like this. I like putting 7 here. Tag with the Zoro for 7. Great. Opponent goes ahead for the Hell's Judgment, I'm guessing. Yep. They're going to do it on the kid, which is the correct person to do it on. That leaves me down to 2. That still puts them in range of Tenko's Kaido next turn, so I don't think it's correct to develop. So if that's the case, 3, 2, 5. We can just go for 5 here. But if we're not going to use the kid ability this turn, then we can just go for 7, right? Let's just go here for 7. I like the 7. I like the 7. He's forcing 2 cards out of the opponent. Then we can go ahead and attack for 7 again. Okay. So now here, I'm going to just pass. If the opponent plays Tenko's Kaido, they lose next turn. Because I'll be able to attack with Kid twice. We have Paradise Waterfall and Punk Gibson to protect ourselves. And then next up we have the Kid ability, right? So we can attack for 12 twice. So the opponent's not allowed to play the Tenko's Kaido here anymore without losing to Kid. And I will keep my units alive. It could be the 9-cost Kaido and then having Rush. That could be a problem for us. But they need to keep, like, the only thing that scares me is Health Judgment, right? Because the Health Judgment means that the kid stays with -3 for the rest of the turn, right? So if the opponent doesn't keep 2 down, I'm in a good spot to just kill with Kid. Because the opponent will only have access to like a Thunderbird Rush. So they cannot play Tenko's Kaido, they cannot play 9-cost Kaido, which makes it really awkward for them to really be able to do anything here. If they go like this, like, we could just go Punk Gibson here. But I kind of like the Punk Gibson. Like, I don't think that the opponent's ever going to develop the blocker until after the fact, right? I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to just eat the Punk Gibson right now. Just rest their Hannibal. Opponent has 7 down. Opponent has to keep at least 2 for Hell's Judgment. So we're still gonna say they only have 5. They have 1 life left. We can save my units with the counter and the Paradise Waterfall. And the opponent just saw that that's what's gonna happen, right? So that's what makes Kid so good. Once the opponents have 1 life, if they don't have a blocker, it's really easy for you to just kill them with Kid, because you can just put 7 down on the Kid, attack, use the Kid ability, and attack again for 12 twice. So it looks like the opponent just didn't have the value here, even after having 3, 6, 8 cards. And they can see that they're about to just lose right here, because they're going to have to commit the King to attack one of these, which I can potentially save it. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks next turn to be able to win the game with. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's game with Kaido. We just got to kind of grind them down, right? Again, just chipping up at that life to set it up so that the Kid could just finish. I only had to really play around the 10 cost Kaido by not developing. But once I put them at 1 life, because the Kid is able to attack twice, they put themselves in a position that even when they clear my board, I can still potentially just kill them with double Kid attack. And that's the power of Kid and why Kid can be so good, especially in this deck and even like pre-release of One Piece, right? Because it can attack twice and it makes it really difficult to just go down to 1 life. Aside from that, though, it's pretty straightforward. We had a short game today against Kaido, so I'm gonna continue playing this deck for 2 more videos and see how it goes. So hope you stick around, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. So I'll see you tomorrow for more Film Kid gameplay. Enjoy your day.